going on YouTube? My name is Ekuegan. Just call me EK. Make it easy for everybody. In today's video, I want to go over Osmiomancy Gloves. I feel like it doesn't have too much usage. I don't see too many people using it, and I think it's a really, really strong exotic glove to pair with the STASIS subclass for a Warlock. I tested a few different things. I went over different builds. I went over different slots, and this is what I came up with. I had the help of chat. We had Swift. We had a few people in chat kind of like do some insights and input. And I think this glove is really neat, and I don't think a lot of people kind of use it for what it is, right? Osmiomancy, basically, your cold snap grenades have an additional charge that recharge quick on direct impact. The seeker spawn from cold snap travel further. So when you put this out and it hits multiple targets, it's going to give you a bunch of that energy back. Now, if we build into discipline, because discipline is going to be the main thing you want to focus on here. Yeah, sure, I have like, I have some good resilience, some recovery, and some discipline here. But discipline is going to be the main strength of this, okay? The quicker you get your grenades, the better it is. So now, if you're going to ask me, EK, what's this gear looking like? This is what I put on, and if you want to, make your own customization, you can. I try to make the shader match like the STASIS subclass. I like how these gloves go with the chest piece. I like how this helmet kind of goes with the chest piece as well, with the little strings and all that. And then I finish it off, polish it off with these boots, which I like, that has like the whole lion roar on the face. You probably don't have these boots because they're from like New Monarchy stuff. But this is the trial chest piece. And I don't remember. I don't remember where the hell this thing came from. I think maybe this is Season of the Risen. I'm not too sure. But this is what I put together. All right. Just in case you want to ask the fashion. Now let's get back to this. Shaybinder. You can't change Winter's Wrath. It's just what it is. I'm running Healing Rift. Burst Glide is my jump. Penumbral Blast is my melee because you can't change it. Maybe we'll get a different melee in the future. Cold Snap Grenades have to be on if you're going to be using this exotic. I'm running Bleak Watcher. I'll break that down in a second here. But Bleak Watcher basically gives you Stasis Turret. Glacial Harvest. Freezing targets create Stasis Shards. Around the frozen target, higher tier combats create more shards. So that means if you're freezing a champion or anything else like that, or maybe a yellow bar, that is going to give you more shards. Now, when it comes down to fragments, I'm using Whisper Chains. When I'm near frozen or friendly Stasis Crystal, I take reduced damage. If you think about this, if you put Whisper Chains with Glacial Harvest, right, you're freezing targets anyway, you're going to have Stasis Shards, and then those Stasis Shards are going to come back into play real soon here. Whisper Conduction, nearby Stasis Shards are going to track to your position. The reason why I have this, not only does it give you a +10 resilience that you don't have to worry about, like same thing here, you get +10 recovery, is that the shards are going to come to you. So placing that with Glacial Harvest is actually a good thing to do here. Now, Whisper Shard, shattering Stasis Crystal temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate, and shattering Stasis Crystals increases the duration of this benefit. Remember, we're making crystals, we're breaking stuff, things are being frozen. This also gives you +10 resilience, meaning that you're basically having +20 resilience here, meaning most of your gear, all you have to focus on is discipline, and then maybe dump the rest into resilience and recovery. Whisper Torments. You gain grenade energy each time you take damage from a target. If you're doing endgame, especially GMs, expect to get hit a bunch of times. And what that does is also going to give you back grenade energy. All right, so those are the 4 fragments that I have on. Now let's move on to the gear. All right, so on my helmet, I'm going Arc because Arc Siphon matches the energy weapon. You can change this to whatever you like. The reason why you can change this to whatever you like is because I'm running Elemental Charge on the helmet. Why am I running Elemental Charge? We're going to see soon. But you become Charged with Light by picking up Elemental Well. If the Elemental Well matches your subclass, you gain 2 stacks of Charge of Light. If I'm looking at the gloves, I'm running Elemental Shards. That means that Stasis Shards count as Stasis Elemental Wells. Hence why the helmet matching your subclass gives you 2 at the same time, which is really nice. Picking up an Elemental Well grants energy to your ability with the lowest current energy as well. So if you're not using your melee or your rift, guess what? You're going to get some of that energy back. I'm also pairing this together with Grenade Kickstart. So when your grenade is fully expended, you gain grenade energy. All right? This is also nice to have. Do you need to do it? No. But is it nice to have? Yes. When it comes to the chest piece, I'm going with Firepower. While I'm charged with light, I regain a portion of my grenade energy when I use my grenade, consuming 1 stack of charge of light. This mod affects stacks for other copies. So you're going to see that I'm going to run 2 of these. All right. So I'm going to run that with the one on the class item. But on my boots, I'm running Innovation. Perfect example, if you're doing Lightblade, the boss room is going to have a bunch of orbs in the room. When I get in that room, it's basically I can have like 5 to 6 turrets up at a time. As soon as I pick up an orb or two, I have my grenade back, okay? And I can just place it down. The cool thing about Stasis here is that you can basically control a whole territory, right? Exploding thralls, regular thralls, champions coming in, they all just get frozen. That's the neat thing about having innovation, so having double of it. Running supercharged, so my stacks can go up to 4, meaning that I can use firepower a bit more, right? And on my class item, I am running bomber, firepower, and I also have explosive finisher. Do I like this super? Yeah, the super is cool. Do I need it? Not that much. So if I really need a grenade, if somehow I don't have a grenade, if I finish something, I am going to have a grenade, okay? It takes 1/5 of my super energy. So having all of these things together makes this exotic piece even better, okay? Now I'm in this lost sector. You can be like, EK, how can you just do this in the GM? I did it in the GM. I just didn't want to watch you. I didn't want to have you watch a fucking 20-minute long video, all right? All I got to say is you throw this, it hits things, you can see your energy coming back, and as you can see, I have most of my energy back. Now, one neat thing to do, especially in GMs, is this. You throw one and you make one a turret. That means that you have 2, right? And throughout this time, as long as you're freezing or you're killing impact, you can see that I'm making shards. And when those shards came to me, you can see that I'm charged with light, right? That also gives me energy for my lowest thing. Now, let's say I put a healing rift down and these guys start to mess me up. I also have on a fragment that if I take more damage, right, I get my grenade energy back. So you can basically chain this to have a stasis turret up while you have another charged up. Guys, relax. I'm talking to YouTube here. So you can have a stasis shard up, and while you have the stasis shard up, you can also have one a cold snap that you can keep throwing the whole time, especially if there's ad density. Like if you're doing like Devil's Lair, for example, this will be great for it because everything will just be frozen and you'll consistently have that up. One neat thing to pay attention to is your rift, right? Because of the class item. If I drop my rift down, you can see that my grenade energy also jumped up. That is from me using bomber, okay? So if you have better gear than even I do, if you somehow have 100 without needing this, you could do double bomb if you wanted to. But I like the explosive finisher because that guarantees me another grenade, all right? Now we'll keep you here for longer and tell you to keep watching so I can hit 10 minutes so I can make some money or something like that. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really know how the whole YouTube thing works. Just make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for subscribe. Deuces. Hey, look. You see that? My grenade came back. How many times now? Yo, get him, grenade. Get him. Get him. Get him. You see that? You see that? Anyways, I'm out. Now I'm saying catch you on this next one. You know what I'm saying?